How's it going, everybody? It's Shinigami, and I'm here to bring you another, I don't know, hopefully interesting video. For today's topic, a little different from, I guess, the pop cultural stuff that's been happening. So I wanted to talk about something that's always kind of been piqued my interest since I was young. I even had another YouTube channel at one point that kind of made a video about it. Granted, I was just in the desert walking around with my friend. Wasn't really anything crazy. We thought we came across some UFO stuff, or at least stuff that I wasn't aware would exist out in the middle of a fucking desert, right? So I'll refrain from that for now, because it's very cringe, as well as just better evidence besides that kind of stuff. I definitely wanted to bring up a case that has, I guess, widespread evidence. A little hard to discredit, even though some of the other mainstream people will kind of still be like, nah, you're conspiracy theorists, right? When, pilots, military personnel, government officials, police officers, a whole wide range of people came across this site, right? What am I talking about? Well, the Phoenix Lights. This happened just a year after I was born. Unfortunately, I couldn't have any recollection. I'm sorry, I was a little too young. But yeah, that's something that I've definitely heard about more than once. First time I heard about it was on the History Channel when it was talking about UFO stuff. Then secondly, the other time I heard about it was on Ancient Aliens. Just because with aliens being in the title, they segued into that at one point, right? And there's something very fascinating about the whole Phoenix Lights. It is interesting to have more than one angle on the incident that occurred, much less to be able to actually scale it up and see how big it is, being over a mile in length. You know what I mean? A V-shaped, huge ass motherfucking ship, right, just above you. And we know about the the B-52 bombers, the stealth bombers that we have. Yes, they are huge, but they're not a fucking mile long, right? Secondly is the light distinction and the way it disappeared. I have some clips here that I'll pull up, and we'll be able to kind of discuss a little bit of what was going on in them. But for me personally, I love UFOs and I love discussing it, so why not just branch out and just start doing something a little different every once in a while. Maybe I'll start that as a Sunday thing, right? I'll put out UFO videos or ancient human civilization videos, stuff that I guess people consider skeptical conspiracy theories, right? But in my opinion, there's quite a bit of evidence to point to the other, that these are not fake, these are not just stories, they were real. In this video here, we're going to be just going over it right here.
Eventually provided to Senator McCain was military flares dropped from A-10 Warthogs between 9:30 and 10 p.m.
Oh my God! Oh.
I hit Vader, finally.
According to some analysts, these lights captured on film were flares.
Well, that is a totally different configuration than we've ever seen before.
Yep.
This does not account for the large boomerang-shaped object seen by the governor and hundreds, possibly thousands of others across the state beginning several hours earlier.
I mean, it clearly had a shape to it, and a big shape, and it was a constant shape. And you can't control flares that way. There's just no way they were flares.
Why can't they tell us? What's it going to hurt? I would like for them to come out and say, that's top secret and we're not going to tell you what it was.
The V formation.
I was only able to find one video taken of the earlier sightings.
Over a period of somewhere between.
I was, however, given this video taken by an Army colonel a few years earlier. It reminds me of what Arizona witnesses described seeing.
No sound, and it's not planes flying anything. What in the hell is that?
Can you see the stars? Can you see through it?
Yeah, I see it now.
And it's that's not planes flying information behind it either. It's another triangle.
What would you say to the people about it?
You know, so that's just one portion of the clips that I had seen that definitely show, you know, what is this thing, the lights that it gives off. Here's another portion of the clip. Let me see if I get it right on the money. Boom, right here. This portion as well. Right, so I've dialed into, you know, animation to kind of show what it would look like in better quality, I guess you could say. And it's not to say that UFOs have not been sighted throughout time, right? You have incidences as far back, I mean, you know, even fucking Japan, China, and other times like that, that photograph them, and it's usually military personnel that are the ones documenting these kind of situations. You have this image right up here showing, you know, the disc shape of these objects. The thing that I gotta kind of very much drive home: UFOs are not specifically always disc shaped. Sometimes they're a ball, sometimes they're a V, sometimes they're a cube, a fucking oval, right? Egg shaped. They don't have a consistent shape, right? Now, if you want to delve more into it of why they're shaped the way they do, and it probably has to do with some kind of, you know, scientific instrument on board that bends either gravity. I don't know if you could say it bends space and time, but maybe bending gravity or something in its atmosphere around it that prevents it from, you know, maybe the inertia that we feel here, you know, because of the, I guess it is because of gravity, I'm not too sure. Stuff like that would also kill you from like the immediate stop. There has to probably be some other way that you would be able to stop at such quick speeds and not, you know, fucking damage your organs and crush your brain and shit like that. But at the moment, science doesn't really have the evidence for that. That's when you have stuff like this. Oops, wrong key. Let's see.
It didn't have no smoke.
So you got stuff like that. Here's another shape of that kind of ship. Let me see, where is it at? There's this one.
Process. Flight from Winnipeg to Vancouver.
You know, there's that kind of shape. Sometimes they're just light. And for some people, it's a little hard to credit some of these things because you expect there to be better evidence. Unfortunately, the way that it hides itself, it is very much aware of us. Think about whenever a prey animal, correct? Like a deer, a squirrel, anything like that, right? They sense when you're coming up. What the fuck was that? You know, they'll be able to dodge you usually most of the time, or sometimes they look at you just before the minute of their death. There's like this weird instinct that kind of kicks in. There has to be that sense as well with a higher life form, because if they're able to travel far distances or even, you know, interdimensionally, there has to be a point to kind of drive home. They would not see us in that same way. They would see us kind of like prey, right? They would see us as fodder, where we're not really at their same level at all. So when you have stuff like this, let's see.
These phenomena are as technological.
Well, we could do a little round table introduction then. If
Okay, there was none right there, but I know there's more. There's one really good fucking video. Might be this one. Yeah.
Picking up a hit on the radar, approximately 5 miles in trail, your 6 o'clock position. Do you concur? Commander 1628, sir, if you're able to identify the type of aircraft, if you can tell whether it's military or civilian. Okay. It is what? It is, okay, we've lost contact with it now.
2030. We're almost on time. I think we're within 20 seconds or so.
Yeah, and then there's definitely in one more video. God, I want to find it so bad. It's just unfortunate that a lot of the cases make people seem like they're crazy. Yeah, this is another good one right here.
Traffic, we say how far, but by 12 o'clock level. Roger, I've got a very bright object, well, say how far, extremely bright, yellow-orange object straight ahead. Very flat platform. We're looking at it through binoculars as we speak.
544, Roger. I do have a primary contact now. Very faint primary contact, just to the left, approximately 11 o'clock this time, in a range of about 4 trap miles.
Roger. I've got a definite contact by 12 o'clock. Very bright yellow object looking, well, like a cigar.
Jersey Bladder 832, the zone asked us to look if we could see an object which is being seen by A-line at the moment. We've got something about 8 o'clock resembling the description.
Roger, and 832, Roger, what range would you estimate that target?
Around about the similar range to Albany for myself.
Well, looking through binoculars as I am now, there's a second one just appeared behind the first one from where I am. Roger, 544, just confirming that all the passengers can see this aircraft. We've got the island visual, it's dead ahead. Can't say how far, probably 5 miles, but it's staying the same size. Looks to be off the northwest coast of Albany.
A-line 544, Roger, would you like to send?
Please, I better go down.
A-line 544, Roger, descend to altitude 2,000 feet at QNHS 1021.
2,000 feet, 1021. It's very plain to see from where I am now, without any binoculars.
Were you scared?
Oof. Yeah. So again, pretty much the reason I like to try to find the corroborative evidence of flight control, the flight tower, control tower, whatever the fuck it's called, air traffic control. There you go. And military pilots and other kind of stuff like that is because they're not paid by government people necessarily in the same way as like the CIA and then their secret ops, or you know the people now that basically do the whole UAP stuff. They're funded by the government in secret funds, right? So we won't really know what they're doing behind closed doors. But with the military and other stuff like that, you are privy to be able to acquire this, you know, evidence, pretty much. Stuff like that is a little hard to dispute when you have pilots and passengers on a whole plane saying, no, we see this thing, it's cigar shaped, but hey, if you want to discredit us, fine, you can do that, right? Yeah, I just thought the talks of UFO was a little bit more maybe becoming normalized, and I definitely want to push the fact that keep an open mind. The government will lie to you. It will continue to lie to you. They lied to you about COVID, right? So what else are they gonna lie to you about? All this stuff, you got to do some research. You got to make sure you stay on top of it. Keep yourself informed. Don't let yourself get manipulated by the tactics of propaganda and all that other disinformation that they got going on right now. They want you to fight. They don't want partnerships between other people. They want you to stay divided, and it's easier to stay divided when you hate each other, the ideologies clash, stuff like that, right? But if you think about it, you got to be a little bit more 10 steps ahead, because they're coming for you. They ain't coming for us, or necessarily for them. Sorry, the way I worded. And yeah, I don't know, a little bit interesting of a video I wanted to make, UFOs and stuff like that. I'll kind of try and see if I keep it up for every Sunday. But that's going to be it for tonight, guys. Hopefully I gave you a little bit of information that might be enjoyable to listen to, or even hopefully it's good. It's going to be Ace Shinigami signing out. I hope you have a good evening, good night, and good day if it is, and happy birthday if it is your birthday. I will see you all next time in another video. Ace Shinigami signing out again one more time. Bye.